What is up, metalheads, and welcome to another exciting match here at Full Metal Geek. We are inching that much closer to the number one contenders match. I'm your host, as always, the Red Ranger, Rene Villarreal Jr., or RJ for short, or R to the eighth power, because how many R's is in everything that I announced. And with me today, we have a first-time co-host with this, helping me from NTFO. We have Alex Martinez. Alex, how are you doing today?
I am doing very well, sir. I'm also very excited. This is an amazing match, one that I've heard about for so much, and I'm glad I get to see it firsthand.
Yeah, this is definitely an exciting match. Like I said, this is literally the last match before the number one contenders match. We already have Nick Tuig, has solidified his spot, but now he needs an opponent. And he has two other new competitors now who have been dominating. You have David Garcia and Amaru Moses, very similar records. Both have gone 2-0. David, a knockout and a TKO. Amaru, two TKOs. So neither of these guys have played a third round in this league yet and are both still 2-0. But against each other, I think it's finally going to happen, and it's going to be interesting to see who it's going to affect more, actually having to answer those third round questions.
Yeah, I agree. These are two really well-skilled opponents for each other. They share some strengths, but some of the weaknesses are opposing, and it's really now all comes down to the questions, the wheel, what's going to happen. You know, the prep work is done, the game plan is ready. Now it's just about who can implement it on game day.
Absolutely, yeah. So let's go ahead and just get that information from them real quick. We will start with our higher-ranked competitor, and that is David with his manager, Adelaide. David, welcome back once again. Like I said, man, you've been on a roll, man. Knockout in your first match, TKO in your second match, taking out Caleb Coho, and here you are now. You're one match away from that number one contender match. How do you feel?
Happy, I guess. Also a little lucky, but mostly happy. And again, I have played Amaru a few times already, and this is always fun. Like, playing Amaru is, even if it is in a high stakes match like this one, it's always so fun. So I am confident that having that relaxed attitude is going to help me pull the answers better.
Absolutely. Adelaide, what do you got to say to your competitor?
You know what? I'm just gonna bring up the thing that I love, David. Like, off camera, David loves to talk about that we're 1-3 against Amaru. We've only lost to him once in a trivia game, and it's when David was asked about his book knowledge.
Twice, but
I can't count. What I do know is that this is 0-0. In theory, this is 0-0. This is the first time these two have ever faced each other, and I know that David and Amaru are really good friends. Right now isn't the time for friends, because David is someone who we're gunning for that title. We're gunning for Tim Berkala, and you know what? Today's the make or break day. We caught Sean Wasserkrug on an off day, and we caught Caleb Coe on an off day. This is David's time to shine. Amaru is maybe one of the greatest rookies to debut this season. This is the time for David to show everyone what kind of a threat he is, and we're going to show it today.
All right, absolutely. Well, let's go ahead and see if Amaru is up to that threat. Mr. Amaru, welcome back. Like I said, just like David, you've had a pretty impressive start here. 2 wins, 2 technical knockouts. You haven't seen a third round. How are you feeling today?
I guess I'm the opposite of David. I have not been more excited and nervous at the same time. He mentioned it. We have a lot of history in terms of matches. But this is the first time we are both, second time, but still, first time we're going head-to-head on a Geek match, that I have been waiting for. There will be a day where David does beat me. I am gunning for that to not be today. I am just as much ready to continue with these matches, to go for Tuig now, and then go for Tim. But I can't think about those two. I gotta think about him, and I got to think about myself, because I think both of us have had great luck in our matches. So today's skill, a little bit of luck. So I'm ready to go.
All right. I'm just trying to get over the fact that you and Alex look like you're in the exact same room, and I feel like if one of you just reaches out your hand, I'm going to see the other person's hand. Like, just if one of y'all just goes like this, the hand's going to be on the other screen. All right, but good luck to you, Amaru. We're going to bring David back in. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get this going. We know what's on the line. We are going to start with round number one. Gentlemen, round number one works as it always does. You will receive 10 questions from throughout the world of Geek. Each question is worth 1 point. You'll have 15 seconds to write down your answer. Once time is up, you will reveal your answer and vocalize it. If either or both of you go perfect, there will be a bonus question available. Keep in mind, gentlemen, for the entire match, you have 1 challenge and you have 3 repeats. David, are you ready?
Yep.
Amaru, are you ready?
Let's do this.
All right, I'm going to start y'all off, gentlemen. Your first category, first question is in the MCU, the Marvel Cinematic Universe. In Avengers Infinity War, who does Thanos kill other than Loki during the opening of the film? You know, I just noticed that Disney Plus finally got the rights back to this, so I'm super excited that Disney Plus almost has everything. Do you have Disney Plus, Alex?
I do have Disney Plus. I'm making my way through the Star Wars canon right now, sequel trilogy.
Nice. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. That was one of the first things I did when I got it. We will start with David.
Heimdall.
That is correct. And Amaru.
Heimdall.
All right, tied game.
1-1, very well done. Your second question does come from the category of DC. What is the full name that Talia al Ghul goes by for most of The Dark Knight Rises?
Batman Begins is still my favorite movie of this trilogy. Not going to lie.
I've heard that. I once argued that Batman and Robin is a better movie than The Dark Knight Rises, and I won that argument.
Wow.
Look at Brandon.
5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I would have loved to have seen that argument. All right, let's go to Amaru.
I don't think I have it. Miranda Helen.
Oh, very close. David.
Miranda Tate.
Miranda Tate is correct.
All right. Well done.
All right,
Taking the
gentlemen.
lead.
Your next question is going to be in the category of Middle Earth. In Return of the King, what does Sam take from Frodo before he is taken up to the tower after he was attacked by Shelob? I love this movie. That's all I can ever say when it comes to Middle Earth.
It's the first Middle Earth movie I ever saw. Got out of
Really?
Cat in the Hat. Yeah, got out of Cat in the Hat. Went in to see the second half of Return of the King.
I have a very similar experience with the first one. I came out of Jimmy Neutron and went to go check on my sister and my cousin in that one. All right, time is up. I didn't count it out loud, but I'm sure y'all trust me. Let's go to David.
The One Ring.
That is correct. And Amaru.
The Ring.
We will just accept the ring.
Lovely. Going on to your fourth question, which comes from the category of Marvel. Who plays Agent Tequila in Kingsman: The Golden Circle?
I still like the original better, but I so want a Statesman spinoff.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I want to see, I literally want to see exactly what they did in the first one, in recruiting and recruit to replace whiskey. That'd be a great spinoff for the Statesman.
Oh, for sure.
3, 2, and 1. All right, let's go to Amaru this time.
Channing Tatum.
And David?
Bring up the counter. Channing Tatum.
Both correct. That beautiful man was tequila. Why he was tequila and Pedro Pascal was whiskey, I'll never understand.
Somebody finally said it. Thank you.
I have no problem saying it. They call me racist all they want. I thought it was weird.
I never thought about that, actually.
All right, gentlemen. Your next category is going to be heroes and villains. Heroes and villains. What is the name of the hero that protects Metro City in Megamind? This movie's great. I love this movie.
I did not expect a Megamind question. I'll be the first to admit.
You gotta love Robert when he throws in those mixed bag movies that you just kind of forget are technically eligible. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. But we love them anyways. Let's start with David.
Metro Man.
That is correct. And Amaru.
Nope. Captain Fantastic.
All right. David goes up by 2 with that one. It is 5-3.
Yep. Still a little bit of time to make up some ground. Your sixth question comes from Mixed Bag. Ooh. William Fichtner plays a villain named Eric Sachs in what 2014 comic book movie?
I also love this movie.
Recently seen for the very first time. I enjoyed it a little bit better than I thought I would.
I think a lot of people didn't want to give it the chance. People were just like, no. Like,
I don't want that.
Yeah. 5,
Leave it alone.
4, 3, 2, and 1. This will probably give away the answer, but I blame Michael Bay. So, Amaru, did you get it?
No, I don't have it.
And David?
I
I think he has it now. Yep.
It was actually Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Oh, you're breaking my heart. So there will be, officially there will be no perfect rounds today, but we do move on to question number 7. This category, gentlemen, is Star Trek. Star Trek. In Star Trek 09, why is Kirk on trial before the distress signal from Vulcan comes in? Do you think you would attend Starfleet Academy if that was like an option for you, Alex?
Yeah, actually, I would love to be in Starfleet. Not sure what my specialty would be. I'm only good at movie trivia, nothing else.
I'd be a red shirt. I'd be there to die. 5, 4.
Can make a
3,
killer sandwich though.
2, 1. Hey, I'm sure they need chefs. All right, let's go ahead and go to David.
Cheating in the Kobayashi Maru.
And Amaru.
Accused of cheating on Spock's test.
We will just take Spock's test. That is correct. He was cheating.
All right, on to question 8, the worlds of DC. In Aquaman, after the battle with Arthur in the Ring of Fire, which king does Orm meet with next on his quest to become Ocean Master?
I enjoyed this movie a lot more than I thought I would.
Actually, yes, this was kind of one of the ones I was not looking forward to in theaters, but it actually came through. I got to start
Wasn't bad at
doing
all.
the DC less.
2 and 1. All right, we start with Amaru.
Fisherman King.
That is correct. And David.
The Fisherman King.
All right, still a 2-point game. All right, gentlemen, we move on to your next question. Your penultimate question in this round is going to come in the category of quotes. What Marvel hero said, "Nature made me a freak, man made me a weapon, and God made it last too long"?
Ugh, I think I heard my grandpa say something like that once.
It's just a really good quote, in my opinion. Yeah. Like that's probably one of this character's best, in my opinion. Right. And we're gonna go in 5, 4, 3.
Repeat that one.
2. All right, David using his first repeat. Category of quotes. What Marvel hero said, "Nature made me a freak, man made me a weapon, and God made it last too long"? You just feel it. Like it's just one of those that hits you, man. Like,
yeah.
Especially when he says it. Like it hits you just right.
Acting, am I right?
I do love me some good acting. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, pens down. We start with David.
Wolverine?
And Amaru?
I said Nightcrawler.
Wolverine is correct. Wolverine or Logan was the answer we were looking for.
Wow.
Well done.
All right.
10th and final question for this round will come in the category of Star Wars. Your question, in Revenge of the Sith, what is the name of the Wookiee chief that meets with Yoda and Chewbacca?
I would love to speak Wookiee. I would love to understand what they say.
It's actually my great regret that they don't put in subtitles what they're saying.
Yeah, it's like one of those things where like you kind of get why they don't put subtitles, but you wish. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we start with Amaru.
Artful.
And David.
Careful.
Both correct.
Yep.
I actually want R2D2 subtitles more than Chewbacca.
All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, after the first round, like I said, no perfect rounds, but David almost perfect, scoring 9 in the first round. Amaru behind him with 3 points at 6, but anything can happen as we get into round number 2. So round number 2 is going to work like this. I will now bring up a wheel for these gentlemen. It has 8 categories plus hero and villains pick. You will each get a spin at it. Whatever category you land on has 5 questions, each worth 2 points. If you're not sure of an answer, you can go to multiple choice. However, it takes the value down to 1. You are allowed to respin unless you land on villains pick on your first spin. Keep in mind, gentlemen, there is stealing in this round. All right, David, so we have brought in your manager. We are now going to present the wheel to you in all the categories. Once you hear all the categories, you can discuss whether you would like to spin first or defer to your opponent. And the categories for today for y'all are going to be Wizarding World, Mixed Bag, MCU, Star Wars, Middle Earth, Star Trek, DC, and Marvel. So, David, hearing all those categories, would you like to spin first or defer to your opponent?
I mean, second, right?
Yeah, I'd say second.
Yeah, we are going
All
to
right.
differ.
All right, second it is. So we take out Adelaide. And Amaru, are you ready for your spin?
Go.
It's going anyways. All right, and let's see what you'll land on today. And it lands on Mixed Bag. Would you like to keep that or use your respin?
Oof.
Oh, you son of a! Spin that shit again.
Yep.
All right, we are spinning that shit again. Whatever it lands on this time, you will be answering from. And it is Star Trek. Star Trek.
Okay. I believe that's me.
Yes, sir. Whenever you are ready.
Right. Maru, you pick Star Trek. Your first question, if you're ready.
Yeah.
All right. Your first question. How many torpedoes carrying Khan's crew members were given to the Enterprise in Star Trek Into Darkness?
Multiple choice.
5.
All right. Your multiple choice options. Is it A, 72, B, 100, C, 147, or D, 89?
$72.
5.
72 is correct for 1 point. All right. Your second question. What is forbidden on the planet of Nimbus 3, where Paradise City is located in the final frontier?
Multiple choice.
All right. Is it A, vehicles, B, foreigners entering the city, C, clothes, or D, weapons?
B.
Excuse me?
B as in boy.
B is incorrect. David, for a steal.
Give him the options again. He gets the options.
Yep. Is it A, vehicles, B, foreigners entering the city, C, clothes, or D, weapons?
Weapons.
That is correct for a steal. All right, back to Amaru for your third question. What was Shinzon's home planet called in Star Trek Nemesis? Not Earth, but where he grew up.
Five, 4, 3,
Multiple choice.
2.
All right, is it A, Romulus, B, Remus, C, Ruapente, or D, Cardassus?
Romulus.
Romulus is incorrect. David, for a steal, is it A, Romulus, B, Remus, C, Repente, or D, Cardassus?
Remus.
And that is correct for another point. All right. Amaru, back for your fourth question. How does Kirk die at the end of Star Trek Generations? Or excuse me, at the start of Star Trek Generations.
Multiple choice.
All right. Is it A, shot with a phaser, B, dissolved by the energy ribbon, C, sucked out into space, or D, his transport explodes?
Five, four.
His transport
3.
explodes.
That is incorrect. We go to David for a steal. Is it A, shot with a phaser, B, dissolved by the energy ribbon, C, sucked out into space, or D, his transport explodes?
I think it's dissolved by the energy ribbon.
That is also incorrect. We were looking for sucked out into
Okay,
space.
can I bring my manager in here, please?
What?
Sure.
Hey, Adelaide. Okay,
Hi.
so here, here is the thing. When they get to where he died, there is a big hole in the ship, but then later it's revealed that he is in the Nexus, that is where the people that are hit with the energy ribbon are transported. So,
I don't know Star Trek. This is all on you.
do you think it's worth it to challenge in a 1 point steal?
I'd say sure, because I think we'll be okay. You sound like you know what you're talking about. I'd say go for it.
Okay, so I am going to make an official challenge and said that he didn't really. Oh, well, first of all, he didn't really die because, like, he's transported into the Nexus, and the way to be transported into the Nexus is being hit by the energy ribbon. So maybe he was sucked into space, but he didn't die because he didn't have time to die.
So your argument is he didn't die.
Uh,
That's your argument, that he didn't die.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I think that's going to be
that's
my
the challenge, and we will be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back from the challenge. So after reviewing the movie, going back into it, David's challenge was that Kirk did not die in that scene, and we have it proven that it is shown that he is only presumed dead. He does come find out that he is alive. So technically, the entire question was invalid. However, we did think that was also unfair for Amaru because he didn't know that. So we've all agreed that there's just going to be a new question asked. Amaru's going to go back, have another chance at a 2-pointer, can still go multiple choice. If he misses, David still gets the chance to steal. I do have the replacement question. So, Amaru, are you ready for your new fourth question?
I guess.
All right. In Star Trek 09, what phonetic alphabet word was the computer unable to understand from Chekhov when he's putting in his code?
Can you repeat that, please?
Sure, no problem. I can repeat the question, no problem. What phonetic alphabet word was the ship's computer unable to understand due to Chekhov's accent?
You know what? I'm already here, so let's do it. Victor.
That is correct for 2 points. It was Victor.
Well done.
You
You
kept
get that
saying
point. You get those points.
Victor.
Oh, Victor 2.
All right, and Alex, go ahead, take back over for his last question.
Yep, your fifth and final question from Star Trek is, which member of Picard's crew helps Data install his emotion chip in Star Trek Generations?
Keep your hands up, Amaru.
Sorry, multiple choice.
All right. Is it A, Dr. Crusher, B, Geordie LaForge, C, Deanna Troy, or D, Will Riker?
Can I get the options one more time, please?
Does that count as a repeat?
No, it's a free repeat of the options.
Okay. Is it A, Dr. Crusher, B, Geordie LaForge, C, Deanna Troy, or D, Will Riker?
B as in boy.
B, as in boy, Geordie LaForge is correct for a point.
Nice.
Man.
Well done.
Very well done. All right. Amaru had a little bit of messed up right there. Didn't really want to get Star Trek, but he was able to pull out a few points. Big 2-pointer there at the end. The score is now 10 to David's 11 because David was able to get a couple of steals. So there is still in range of knockout territory, but David will have to have an amazing round in order to do that. So we are going to go ahead and bring back that wheel again.
Yeah. Good hit on the Victor thing, Ryu.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. And David, are you ready for your spin?
Sure.
All right. Here it comes. And it landed on Star Trek again, so you get a free spin here. It just misses hero pick and goes to Marvel. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
I think we're at a good enough point where we can risk the respin.
Okay. Let's.
Oh God.
All right. Spin is away, whatever it lands on this time, unless it's Star Trek you will be answering from.
This wheel's an asshole today.
Oh, and it is mixed bag.
Oh
mixed
shit!
bag.
It is an asshole today.
Ah.
That's all right, David. Remember, we're in a good spot.
Yeah.
Everybody's favorite category of mixed bag.
Take the risk, or you can be safe. Either way, I have faith in you. Fuck this category, but I have faith in you.
Okay.
All right. All right. David, are you ready for your questions from Mixed Bag?
I have a question about the category, a clarification. Is this mixed bag like all the mixed bag movies, or are the main sagas also included?
Main sagas can also be included.
Okay.
That's the point of the category. Mixed Bag can be Mixed Bag movies or any other movie.
I'm ready.
But I'll admit it's mostly the new ones. Because All right. Your first question. What is the name of the explosive drug in Snowpiercer?
Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are A, Chrono, B, Tetracell White, C, Melange, or D, Soma.
A.
A, Chrono is correct for 1 point. All right. All right, David, your second question. Who was nominated for an Oscar for their performance in Dick Tracy?
Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are A, Warren Beatty, B, Al Pacino, C, Madonna, or D, Dustin Hoffman.
Dustin Hoffman.
That is incorrect. Amaru, chance for a 1 point steal. Your options again are A, Warren Beatty, B, Al Pacino, C, Madonna, or D, Dustin Hoffman.
Al Pacino.
That is correct for the 1 point steal, and that does guarantee we will be seeing round 3. Amaru, make sure you're keeping your hands up. Both of them. Yeah. All right. David, your third question. What rapper plays the gunsmith in Wanted?
Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are A, Common, B, Ice-T, C, T.I., or D, Ludacris.
B?
B as in boy?
Yeah.
That is incorrect. Maru, another chance at a 1 point steal. Your options once again are A, Common, B, Ice-T, C, T.I., or D, Ludacris.
Common.
Common is correct for a 1 point steal and a tied game. All right. David, your fourth question. What comic book movie officer uses a gun called the Lawgiver?
Judge Dredd.
That is correct for 2 points. And your final question in mixed bag. What comic book movie features a demon clown called the Violator, a bioweapon called Heath 16, and a weapons dealer named Jason Wynn?
Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are A, The Phantom, B, Two Guns, C, League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, or D, Spawn.
Spawn.
That is correct for 1 point.
I was trying so hard not to stop. Oh, sorry.
One of
RJ,
those
you
movies
little
with the
side
demon
note.
clown. It's all right. All right.
Well,
Okay,
All right, ladies
Alex,
and
I'll
gentlemen.
see the movie.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have
Okay.
reached the end of round 2, and it is actually still a 3-point game. Both David and Amaru were able to get steals. It is now 15-12 as we get into the final round, which neither of these gentlemen have actually answered questions in, so this will be fun. So to re-explain to them how this is actually going to go down, I will present you with another wheel. This wheel now only has 6 categories on it. Each category has a 2-point question, a 3-point question, and a 5-point question. You will spin the wheel 3 times to get a question for each point value. Every correct answer will get you those points. There is no stealing, and missing, there is no penalty. A category is eligible to be spun more than once as long as it is in a different point value. Keep in mind, you are awarded 1 respin for the entire round. You don't like your 3-pointer, you can respin. However, then the 5-pointer, you only get that 1 spin. And we will stay with 1 competitor until they take the lead. Not tie, they must take the lead. So, with that being said, Amaru, since you are 3 points down, you will be going first. And I will be presenting the wheel to both of y'all now. Gentlemen, your categories for round number 3 are going to be Mixed Bag, Star Trek, Marvel, Heroes and Villains, MCU, and DC. Amaru, are you ready for your 2-point spin?
Yeah.
All right. And for 2 points, it is landed in the MCU. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
I'll keep it.
All right. And I'll be taking your questions for this category. Maru, for 2 points in the category of MCU. In the explosion at Lagos in Civil War, 11 people were reported to have died from what country? Need to see your other hand, Amaru. 5,
Wakanda.
4. Wakanda is correct for 2 points. Brings you within 1. However, you have still not taken the lead. So we will be bringing back up the wheel for your 3-pointer spin.
Real quick, can y'all hear that?
Hear what?
Only hear a little bit.
Okay.
I know what you were trying to avoid. It's not too bad.
Okay, cool.
I heard it earlier, so I knew that's what we were doing it for. It's all right. Okay. Now, Mario, are you ready for your 3-pointer spin?
Yeah.
All right. It can be any category now. And this time it lands in DC. Would you like to keep that for 3 points or use your respin?
Ooh. Let's go
Gonna
for
need
it.
an answer. Go
Let's
for
keep
it. All right.
Yeah, let's keep it.
All right. We will be keeping it. All right, here we go. Amaru for 3 points in the category of DC. Who rescues Lex from prison with a hot air balloon in Superman 2? Five,
Uh,
4, 3, 2,
General Zod.
1. That is incorrect. We were looking for Miss Teschmacher. Miss Teschmacher.
Okay.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, here's where we are at. Amaru does still have a 5-pointer to go. If he hits this, he will force David to answer a couple of his questions. If he misses, David will win via another TKO. And keep in mind, Amaru, you still have 2 repeats, and you do still have your respin for this round. So, are you ready for your 5-point spin?
Go.
All right. And it lands in the category of mixed bag. Would you like to keep that or use the respin?
Respin it, please.
All right. Whatever it lands on this time, you will be answering from.
It's rough.
And it's going to be Star Trek.
Oh, gosh. All right.
All right, Amaru. Here you are. For 5 points to stay in the game. What is the name of the ceremony in the search for Spock that refuses Spock's body with his Katra? Five, 4, 3, 2. All right, that's your second repeat. What is the name of the ceremony in the search for Spock that refuses Spock's body with his Katra? Five, 4, 3, 2. Last repeat. What is the name of the ceremony in the search for Spock that refuses Spock's body with his Katra?
The reunification ceremony.
And your winner, by way of technical knockout, David Garcia. We were looking for Faltor Pan. Close nail biter match right there. Let's go ahead and get into post. We're going to let David step aside real quick. Talk with Amaru. Amaru, man, Star Trek just wasn't your friend today.
No.
Both times respun, you got Star Trek.
From Mixed Bag.
And Mixed Bag.
From Mixed Bag. Yeah, it's crazy. Hey, I was once I got Star Trek, I was just like, don't get knocked out completely. And Mixed Bag was my friend in that second round for David. So yeah, I will that millimeter to Wizarding World, that small little millimeter, because I figure everybody knows by now that Wizarding World is my strength. So, but hey, just the luck wasn't here today for me, and it gave me the category that I did not want. So I don't feel as bad as I would have if I would have gotten knocked out. So David, I already knew David is overall in Geek is a better player than I am. I just needed to catch the categories that I wanted, and I didn't. So hey, I am all for and okay with him beating me. David, whoop Nick's ass, please. I mean, that's hard to do. Please whoop Nick's ass. I'm rooting for you, man. So.
Well, like I said, it just ends your time now, but you know we got the brawl coming up. And I would be surprised if someone didn't pick you to have on their side, because you clearly know your stuff. Like you said, what the strengths you do have people know what they are and they know what you're good at. So you're definitely a good guy to have on the team, and I don't doubt that you'll be in that brawl. And we look forward to seeing you next time. All right, man?
Appreciate it.
All right. Okay, and now we're going to talk with the winner today, David and his manager. David, another one. 3 matches,
Yeah.
1 KO, 2 TKOs. Man, I know you had a struggle when you got that mixed bag in round 2, but you know what? You still pulled it enough to where you still have not seen a round 3. I mean,
No.
how do you feel?
Well, I have to say that we were both unlucky today, and on a very friendly wheel for us, we managed to spin the one thing we didn't want. So, I mean, I'm not going to say that when I spun mixed bag, I thought, okay, I'm done, because I think we put ourselves in a good enough position so we could handle a bad category in round 2, and I am glad that I was able to pick up those last 2 questions. And Amaru got Star Trek, and now I am going to face Nick Tuig, who is the movie trivia face of Geek champion. And I will have to train very hard.
Adelaide, how do you prepare for something like that in your head? What do you think you're going to have to do with David in order to get ready for Mr. Tuig?
Number 1, we're going to study 5-round matches, because that's new for both of us. Neither of us have ever been in a 5-round field of play in any division or league. And number 2, we're going to study mixed bag, because fuck that and fuck this wheel. And full respect to Amaru, this was not his best day. Again, we each got our worst categories, but I know for certain that given some studying time with Star Trek, Amaru could have beaten us today. And that's the terrifying thing, is that we still could have lost, even through all of this. So, Rue, we'll see you in a rematch eventually. I don't know when it'll be, but David versus Amaru 2 will happen sometime, and it could go the other way. I don't plan on letting that happen, but you didn't deserve what you got today. You are one of the best players in this league.
Like I said, with the next match going on, the one thing you do have solidified, like I said, you're either going to be the next champ or you're going to be a captain in the brawl. So I'm pretty sure people are going to be hitting you up saying, like, hey, you should put me on your team.
Just as long as you politely slide into David's DMs, we may consider to add you to our squad. I mean, we don't need. I mean,
I wouldn't say our Adelaide, because you don't get to be part of that.
I could just tell him, like, David, you still like me, right? You still like me, right?
It's going to be all David's decision, because David's the one who's going to have to sit with those 5 guys in that ring.
He'll be Darth Vader, I'll be Palpatine, but like the good versions, like Boss Nass and Jar Jar, but not garbage. I don't know any good Star Wars people. It'll be fine.
All right. Well, like I said, David, congratulations. Looking forward to seeing you. You and Tuig going down at it. Honestly, you were the first 2 guys that got knockouts in this league this year. I'm not surprised at all that it has come down to you 2. So I'm very excited to see what's going to happen. You guys, congratulations.
Thank you.
So, Alex, what did you think of your first hosting match? How was that for you?
It's been a while since I've been this nervous for a hosting gig. It was a really interesting match. Well played. Both stumbled in the second round. So my advice to every competitor is do well in your first round. Get a lead, stay on top in points, and maybe in the third round, you won't have to do any work at all.
Yeah, absolutely. In this league, especially, man, that third round wheel can kill you, man. Just because we don't give any heads up. You're going to show up in the third round, and what's on the wheel is on the wheel, and you only get 1 respin. So it's nice to see what people can do with that. And like I said, I feel for David only because he hasn't had to worry about spinning the wheel himself yet, whereas his opponent has and has gotten very familiar with it. And even then, that's not till the 5th round now. Now it's even more so of like, how long is it going to be until he makes it to that? But that will do it for us here at Full Metal. Make sure you turn in next week for the number one contenders match. Nick Tuig versus David Garcia is definitely sure to be a barn burner. For everybody here, for Amaru, for Adelaide, for David, for Alex, thanks for joining me. I'm your host, the Red Ranger, and we will see you guys next time here at Full Metal Geek for the number one